Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best sprocket to run for my riding on the 350. Different people like different stuff, and if you're doing trail riding, you need one thing. If you're doing highway, you need another, and anything in between is same. I've done a little research, gonna experiment. I bought some sprockets. We'll try some stuff out, see what the RPMs and stuff look like. Mine's a 2018, and I believe it comes stock with a 14 front and a 52 rear. I believe on the 20s and up, it's a 1448. So I went and bought some stuff. I bought a 48 rear, a 14 front to try that. But before I try it, this is a 15. This is just a cheap one. I wanted to throw it on with the 52, replace the 14 with the 15 and try it with the 52 to see how it goes. This is what desert racers use, 1552. Some people say this is close to the 1448. It's pretty much the same. I don't know, I'm about to find out. I'm gonna go for a ride and show you what the RPMs and stuff is for the 1452. And then I'm gonna slap this on and we'll go for a ride and see how that is. And then by the end process, I'll throw a 1448 on and see how that goes. Unless I love the 1552, then I might return these. This is a 1452, but you can see my RPMs down here. I'm right at 1900. Right in the 19s. It's been pretty good. It's running pretty good. It doesn't flame out or anything, so it's pretty good. It might be reading slightly low, but I'm like the 1900s at idle speed. We'll open it up. So there's 60, and I'm 7,000 RPM, 7,100, 60 miles an hour, 7,000 RPM, 65, 78. Now the beauty of the 1452 is how slow you can tractor around. I can tractor around really slow without using the clutch. Loosen the rear, take the front off, pull the sprocket, easy as that. But we'll slap on this 15, check it out. So I got everything buttoned up. I had to adjust the length a little bit to get it in there. And I got it on, I got it torqued down. It's 44 foot-pounds of torque. I'm using blue thread locker. You can see it's pretty tight in here. Right? I think I'm just going to take it for a ride and then see. Because before I go do all this, it won't necessarily fit in there. Yeah, it doesn't want to fit. Probably have to trim some of that off right there. I don't know. I'm going to take it for a spin just like this though. Alright, so you look at my RPMs. 1950. It feels a lot better. And it still feels pretty torquey. It's not as torquey, but I'm running 6,500 at 6,000, or 60 miles an hour at 6,500. That's not bad. So 65, 7,200. I believe I was 65 and like 78. Yeah, the real trick is to take it off road and see how it does. So I got the 1552 on. I want to try a little trail riding with it, make sure I'm not too lost on my torque on the low end. I think it's still very torquey on the low end. And I'm not sure yet, but my thinking is that one more tooth on the rear is not going to do much. It's not going to change it that much. Because it took 3 gears, equivalent to 3 gears, 3 teeth in the back to go down like 500 RPM, basically. But really, it feels pretty good. I think I can go down one more tooth in the back and not be a problem. And that would be a stock setup, 1448 for 2022s. Click up second for this. hill now. The more I think about it, and the more I ride it, I think I'm just gonna go 1448. A lot of people say that the 1552 is pretty much the same as the 1448. Yeehaw! Alright, so I changed to the Dirt Tricks 14 tooth sprocket and the Dirt Tricks 48 tooth sprocket. And I put on a DID 52 VX3 chain. The 15 was just so big that it was hard to put this on, and then my clutch was dragging more because I wasn't getting the same kind of pressure. I went to the smaller 14 and 48. I like the way the 1552 was working. It just gives me more room up in here. I'm going to show how it is on the tarmac, what kind of RPMs and how it's running. And then I'll do some dirt and see how it does. I might have to clutch it a little bit and really, really slow off-road stuff, but I don't have a problem with that. And if I do want to, like, not clutch it on slow stuff, I can always switch this to a 13. I feel like having a 48 back here is easier to keep on and change the front sprocket than it is to have like a 52 and switch between a 52 and a 48. And we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go for a ride and test it out. It feels a lot better. Let me get it up to speed. Might not be able to now that I got people in front of me. Sixth gear, 60 miles an hour, 6,300. 60 miles an hour is like 6,300 on the tack. It's fairly close to the same as the speed. It'll allow me to do some speed, but nothing too crazy. Let's do 65. 65, 6,800 RPM. It's not that bad. I would really want to push it over 65. And I did go with a shorter chain. I think the stock is a 118. I ordered a 116, but because I dropped so many tooth, I went and cut another 2 links off, so it's like a 114 for me. But it wasn't a big deal. I have plenty of room for it to stretch out now too. I'll have to get into some more technical stuff to like really see how the lower gear does, but it's still pretty torquey to me, and I feel like I can still pop the wheel. I don't think I'm giving too much up on the bottom end. I'll just swap out a 13 tooth on the front instead of the 14 to pick up the no clutch when I'm trail riding. I say no clutch because it's just geared so low, you can go so slow, you can just tractor around on it. I'm gonna climb this hill over here. That's what I should do. I want to climb this hill over here. It's not super gnarly or anything, but it'll give me an idea of what the first gear is like. Not that thing. Let me go up that one. No vehicles. Okay. Yeah, it gets torquey. Plenty of torque. Yeah. That climbed good. I had no problem with that climbing. Yeah, if I went any slower I'd have to clutch, but just shot of the bike. Well, if you can see right here is downtown strip. I think it's pretty good. It'll do me good for a while. I think I'm gonna run the 1448 for a while. So far for around here, I think it's alright, unless I get in with some other people and start getting tight single track stuff. I think for a single track it's fine as long as it's not super slow or super hill climbs, then it's a whole nother story. But hope you liked the video, appreciate all the support. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.